Hello everybody, welcome to the Comic Gamer Movie Show. My name's Deshaun, and today I am here to give you my thoughts on the first Falcon and the Winter Soldier trailer. Really, it's a teaser. It's less than 2 minutes. It's really a teaser. Like, that's what it really is. Which, by the way, I was so happy to hear this thing's coming out March 19th, which means literally WandaVision. Like, they've confirmed that each WandaVision and this are both 6 episodes. So when WandaVision ends, basically 2 weeks later, Falcon and the Winter Soldier starts. That is awesome. Like, literally, things about to kick into high gear. Legit. There was even announcements. I just found out this morning. Today's Saturday when I'm recording this, so it's a couple days after the Thursday announcements. You know, I just had to space it out. There was just so many videos to make, and I didn't want to like throw them all on top of each other. But what I heard now is that not only Loki's coming out this year, and if they can't, and they're trying to see if they can get Hawkeye's either coming out late next year or early, 2022, or like literally like January of 2022. So we're gonna go entire months with Disney having something on there, at least one big show or big property on the service. Like, this is gonna be nuts. But enough about that. Let's get into the Falcon and the Winter Soldier trailer. It starts off. Now, the trailer to me, just up top, it was a great trailer, but it was nothing I didn't think it was gonna be. It's everything I thought it was gonna be. That's why my excitement for this is like, I'm just gonna let you know right now. I think the Loki trailer was the best one, which I'll review after this. But the thing is, all the trailers were great. It's just this one was like in my mind, and I think I made a video about it not too long ago. I kind of said like what I thought the show was gonna be. It was gonna be about the legacy of Captain America, about Sam not knowing if he's worthy to have this shield, about the weight of what that symbol, or what that represents, and what that means to be Captain America, and about the government trying to control the narrative, trying to control what the rest of the America sees. The idea that like the government's gonna pick their own Captain America, the obvious racial tensions of a black Captain America. I mean, that's just something on its own. And I know a lot of people don't know if they're gonna touch that or not. But the guy they got writing it, I don't know if I can't remember if he's a director or writer. But the guy who's one of the head writers or / directors on this show is someone whose biggest property was dealing with was a movie or a show he wrote about racial tensions and stuff. I think he won an award for it. But yeah, so it's gonna touch it. It has to touch it. Like, I mean, it's really hard not to if you don't touch the fact that having a black Captain, because like Captain America is supposed to represent America as the representation of America. He is the representation of America. Captain America was always designed to be what America should aspire to be, not necessarily what America is, what America should want to be. Because even Captain America in the comics and stuff has become real disillusioned with America. Man, he just straight up left. Like, there are books where he just straight up just says, I don't want to be Captain America. I don't believe in America. I don't believe in what's going on in this country, the racism and all this crap. You know what? I'd rather just be nomad. I can't wear these stripes on my chest with pride anymore because of what America is, and like, he's just taking it off. So if Cap if Cap's willing to go that far, you can only imagine how far Sam Wilson's willing to go. And the trailer starts off with that. Just Sam is clearly at Cap's Smithsonian, because like, you remember in Winter Soldier, Cap had his own section in the I always say it wrong. Is this Smithsonian or I don't know? I always say it wrong. Maybe I'm saying it right. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I'm saying it wrong. But he has his own section, to him, with all these, old school archives and, just museum dedicated to Captain America. Because he is literally a living hero. So he has this whole section dedicated to him. And when trailer starts off, it's Sam just sitting there, just like bearing the weight of what that shield represents, bearing the weight of what he has to. I have to follow that. Steve is a legend. Like, that's the thing that they don't really hit it a lot too often in the MCU. Get hit it like right in Winter Soldier. But Captain America is a living legend. Like, he's like a war hero. He's essentially, in a way, like after, like, he's kind of like what George Washington was after. He's like what George Washington was after, the Revolution, on steroids. Because, like, he's just this patriotic, you can't do no wrong. This is Captain America. You really have to work to get him, to make people not like him. He's Captain America. So to have to live up to a legacy like that, especially as a black man, so you add that component to it as well, it's weighing on him, and it's clear it is. You don't get too much on Bucky, but it's clear that Bucky's going to be there to help him along the way. It's funny. Bucky gets to be in his role as friend. And Sebastian Stan and Anthony Mackie talked about it before. Is like Bucky and him aren't actually friends. They have an interesting relationship because they're the best friends of a friend. I've never had that before, But they are at different times Captain America's best friend. Because when Cap thought Bucky was dead, he had Sam as his best friend. But Bucky is his childhood best friend. So he just has these two best friends who, in a weird way, compete for, not his affections, that just makes it sound weird, but they compete to see who's the better best friend. They really do kind of have this tit for tat, like, I'm his best friend. You're his best friend, but I'm his best friend, duh. And it's going to be so great, and because they were talking about how, they're not actually friends, they're just people who happen to have a mutual friend. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to see them have that bond, have that close relationship, and Bucky supporting Sam. I'm really looking forward to the explosion because I got a feeling at a certain point Sam's gonna completely reject the title of Captain America, and Bucky's gonna be livid about it. Bucky's gonna be like, "This is the last goddamn thing Steve did, and you're gonna fucking cower away like a coward. You're gonna walk away." Oh man, I'm so excited for this. The action looks amazing. All of it looks great. I saw a lot of people mind blown. See, this is why I'm not, too over the top about it, because I'm not mind blown by this. I said it. I already knew. I told people for months, and people didn't want to listen. Some people still don't understand this. These shows are movies. These shows have an over $150 million budget for 6 episodes. Put that in perspective. I believe 2 episodes from this series could fund the entirety of Daredevil. Would be the entirety of Daredevil's budget. Entire thing. Just 2 episodes. So this thing, it's the most, these Marvel shows are at this current moment, Lord of the Rings, I believe, is it Amazon? I believe Amazon or Apple, is one of the two, are working on a Lord of the Rings series that's supposed to be the highest, the highest budgeted TV show of ever. But as of right now, it's Mandalorian. And then it's freaking gonna be these Disney Plus shows that are goddamn all over $25 million per episode. Put that in perspective, people. Game of Thrones is 15. Mandalorian is 18. So, put that in perspective. Mandalorian's 18. These movies are gonna have maybe $8 million more invested per episode with less episodes. So, that last shot with Falcon dodging all the rockets, and I saw a lot of people oh my god, this looks amazing. I was just I kind of thought it would. I was it's going to be a movie. Literally, you're going to go home, watch these shows, and then you can go to the movies, and you're going to be like, yeah, it makes sense. Because, people don't think about visual disconnects, but I could not visually see goddamn Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. popping up in Marvel properties. Because then, it could be oh yeah, they're in it, but the whole filter and everything would be different. No, there ain't no different filter. You're going to watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and then you're going to see them in the movies or something, and it's going to be just like that. But I'm excited for this. The trailer looks great. The chemistry between Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan is one of the most underrated things about the MCU. Honestly, when I'm having a bad day, I just look at Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan doing interviews, and it just brightens my day because they just have such a cheerful demeanor. They're just 2 guys who really are really good friends who enjoying each other's company and just saying the stupidest crap when they're in interviews and just having a good time. And honestly, they have such a good time. It makes me want to have a good time. So I can't wait to see what they do in this. Anthony Mackie's stock is rising, by the way. Man, has been in a bunch of things. Sebastian Stan's been in a couple things too. He was just in that one movie with Tom Holland on Netflix. So we'll see. Thank you guys for coming to Movie Show. Please be a like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.